Continue on with our conversation about the 1988 Penn team.
All right.
Chris, you started the season with 4 consecutive shutouts and really just kind of ran through everybody. It was like a hot knife through butter. This team seemed to be on a roll. You didn't go up any points until I believe it was the 5th game, if my notes are right. But when you start off the season having such success, that's going to go one of 2 days. You're going to either get a little cocky or you're going to get tremendously confident. I'm guessing confident was probably more with this group.
Yeah, it was, and I've talked to kids after they graduate, and I was said I could find a way in my mind how we could lose any game we play. And I told you before, I can look at them, I could always see the best in our opponents, and I could see the worst in us. I could do that in my mind, and I could tell them how this is what we got to avoid. I had somebody that's one of these power positive thinking teachers tell me, said, you can't coach like that. I got to coach like that because our kids, they think they're going to win every game. And I've got to do something to keep them on edge. And our players told me after they graduated, said, we loved it when you were like that. When you tried to be real positive and say everything was going good, we knew there was a chance we could get beat. He said, you always got real positive when we were playing somebody tough. He said, we liked it better when you always could find a way we could lose. So it worked in reverse.
You know, once again, keeping on with that theme, just once again, looking over the roster that I know, there are 4 kids on this group that went on to go into coaching. We mentioned John Judd, Robbie Kanya.
Yeah.
Ended up being coach Jeremy McCaskill, and then Jeremy Lowry, all coaches.
Yes.
Once again, you guys keep turning out coaches.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you get people that, like the game that much, it just makes it that much easier to coach, too.
What is the clear defining thing about this team going 10-1? Obviously, the last game of the season, you always remember that one like it sticks out like a sore thumb. What do you remember about that last game of 1988?
Absolutely horrible weather conditions, and usually that plays right into our hands. But we got Fort Wayne North back in and one of the Dorfler boys, they were tough kids too. We got down there early one time, and this was before that. They all had tattoos, and this was before, and now it's a popular thing. Back then it was a sign of somebody maybe been in jail or something, I don't know. But the kids, they were out there having a kicking contest for our game, and they were all tattooed up, and our kids are kind of amazed by that. They wouldn't be today, but back then it was something kind of different. And we gave up as many points in that game as we gave up in the whole year, 27. And it was like we fumbled back-to-back plays, which is something we never did. And Jeremy Lowry, we dropped one of them as a sophomore return to kick, and that was so out of character for him, so unusual. He was so good, but it was just basically we did not play a great game that night. We played very, very hard, but we made some uncharacteristic mistakes.